It is what a person does when they are alone, when no one is watching. The decisions that they make when it's just them. This is the root of their personal moral system, their personal accountability for themselves. Honor is not just what we display to others. It is what we expect from ourselves. Let's think about that. The way we expect to live our own life. Are we living a life of deception? Are we living a life of lies? Are we living a fake life? As I heard it once described, are we an imposter or are we real? Are we pretending to be what we say we are? This is our own moral code that we have inside. That is our honor. Let's discuss this further. If I decide to take on a task, if I'm going to take my time and my energy to do something, then I want it to be something that is quality, and I want it to be something that is worthwhile. I want to actually put my energy out there and do a good job. If not, I won't do it. And it has to do with the reflection that it has on you. If I am going to study something, if I'm going to take the time to study something, then I'm going to have the paper and the pen and the flashcards. I'm going to build a schedule of how I'm going to study it. Otherwise, I won't, because it's a waste of my time. I am not going to learn the material. It's a waste of my time. If I'm going to study something, I'm going to take my time and have a plan and actually learn it and put it down on paper and flashcards. The same is true with work. If I'm actually going to perform a job, then I'm going to do it and finish it and have it done right. This does have a root back to my time in the military, but at the same time, it's also a personal determination that I have made that that is how I'm going to live my life. It's not that someone is checking up on you. It's not that you're going to receive an examination at the end. It's just that if you're going to do a job, it is a reflection on you as a person. And so the finished product matters. If you're going to do something, take your time and do it right. Have a plan. You know, I look for, even with these videos that we're doing now in this video series, I have a notebook that is full of all the writings and all the practice and everything that I am doing. I take the time to think about what it is in this precept that I'm going to be discussing. It matters. The finished product and what you're going to do in a job matters. It has to do with your self-honor. And that is what Musashi is talking about. Musashi understood that as time went on, what he did as a warrior is not always going to be there, this fight on the battlefield. But his honor will always be there. His word. Standing up for what he believes. Doing a good job in his own life. Caring about the finished product. I think this precept is probably one of the most important. One interesting aspect of this precept is that Musashi was reflective on the abandonment of body. What did that mean? I believe that as a young fighter, Musashi was training and perfecting his skills in battle. As life went on, life meant more than just the battlefield, and the quality of life that he lived and his self-honor lived on beyond the battlefield. As he got older, as we all experience, even to this day, as we get older, we are not the same fit young warrior that we were when we were in our 20s. However, we take on with us the wisdom, we take on with us the experience, we pass these down to the next generation, and we still live our lives with honor. I thought it was always interesting how this precept was like a two-part precept. The abandonment of body and always the maintaining of one's honor. And I think that it is a unique thought of the warrior that is moving from the physical into not necessarily the metaphysical, but into the philosophical and intellectual side of life later in life, when they may not be picking up a sword anymore and fighting with it. However, they still fight the battles within. And this precept kind of speaks to that, how it makes that transference of leaving the body and into a life of honor, or into the more philosophical side of the second half of a warrior's life. I think it spoke to me, and I think it speaks to a lot of us that are moving into retirement age. I think about the workplace today, the different jobs that I have done, the different people that I have worked with. What have I taken from these? And speaking to honor, I believe the trustworthiness of those that I have worked with and that I have either fought with in the military or have worked with in the civilian, the government, but civilian sector. It is the trustworthiness and the lack of desire to deceive you. Nothing frustrates me more than the hypocrite. Nothing frustrates me more than the deception, the lies that you get from those that you work with, that you are teamed up with in any environment. And by understanding that you don't want that from others, then you don't put that out there into the world yourself. It doesn't mean that we don't make mistakes. Of course we do. But when we make mistakes, we own up to them, accept them, and we make changes in our lives so that we don't make them again. That is the way you deal with mistakes. That way mistakes become a learning experience. We don't turn them around as a tool to attack others or to deceive others that we did not make these mistakes. This is what makes a good co-worker, a good partner in life, in anything, is that ability to be accountable for one's action, to learn from them and move forward. A lack of deception, of lies, and hypocrisy. I think about the people that I most enjoyed working with. As I summarize this video, they were the ones that I could trust and that I knew would be very straightforward with me. They were not living a hypocritical or deceptive workplace environment or life, they were the ones that I enjoyed working with the most. And I think these are the same people that we enjoy being around the most. Our goal in our own lives is to be that person. To be the person that people think about and say that at least I know when I'm with this person, I'm getting a straightforward answer, and then I'm not hearing a hypocritical or intentionally deceptive answer from. This is someone that you will want to be around, and you will be a person that others will want to be around. And if you make mistakes in life, own up to them. Be willing to apologize. And be willing to move forward from that position with more wisdom and experience, not to make that mistake again. This is part of having honor in your own life. This is what the word means. I thank you for spending some time with me today, and I hope you're having a wonderful week in between these videos. We continue to move through Musashi's Dokkodo series of precepts. This is a 21-part series, and I'm enjoying it. I hope that you are also having a good time, and I hope that you put some comments into the comment section of what your thoughts are on each precept. Let's keep the conversation going. We will talk again soon, and aloha.